Back. Don't blink, it's your blink. Welcome to our show. Welcome to having a wonderful day on this 4th January 2024, 2025. Took a couple of days off, but I'm proud to say that this is a video. This is the first film video for the gaming channel, and it's really exciting because we're announcing our first playthrough of the year. Now, do not worry, my playthrough of Metaphor is still going on. My playthrough of Dark Souls is still going on. My playthrough of Death Stranding is still going on, and my playthrough of Cyberpunk is just beginning. Yes, soft launch of the Cyberpunk playthrough. Now, the 2025 is a special year for gaming. First of all, because 2024, I really neglected gaming. I used to game way more. 2021 was a year that I only gamed. 2022 was a year that I gamed a lot. 2023 was a year that I gamed also a lot. We've been making content since 2021. Right? Now, the reason as to why Cyberpunk is the game that I'm choosing, you know what? Fuck it. Fuck it. Give me a sec. By the way, if you're watching this, we're playing Arknight. Bum 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 bum. Let's give you guys a visual simulation. A stimulation. Oh, do not drop the phone. God damn it. Okay, good. We didn't drop too much. We made a mess, but we didn't drop too much. Okay, good. Sorry about this. So, Cyberpunk. Where did I even begin? Cyberpunk is a game that meant a shit ton to me. So what I'm going to do is we're going to do this. And then in the same video, we're going to be doing this. I'm going to be checking out the... Wait a second. I was sure. Wait a second. Huh? Wait a second. I thought I had a booklet for that. Oh, for fuck's sake, Ink, what did you do? Okay. Profitez de petits bonus. Okay, so let's. Okay, so fuck. I thought I had a booklet, which was kind of important. Oh, we'll do this. Welcome to Night City. Okay, so first of all, let's finish this. Let's finish this. The reason why I'm doing this video is because, again, I want to soft launch my first video, my first playthrough, which is super important to me. Why? Because I wanted to go back into gaming. Why? Because Cyberpunk is a game that I fucking love and I'm excited to do. And if I feel like the first gaming of the years, I have cheap birthday. The first birthday is the 1st January, which is the beginning of the year, the 22nd January, which is my real birthday, and the 9th of May, which is the birthday of In Vendetta. Cyberpunk was a game that I played. This was, believe me or not, this was my, whatchamacallit? Why? I don't understand. Maybe here. Night City will change your body. Cyberpunk 2017 is an open world action adventure story set in Night City. Leopold is obsessed with power, glamour, and a body modification. You play as V, a outlaw, going after one-of-a-kind implant that is the key to immortality. You can customize the character's cyberware, choose a playstyle, and explore a vast city where the choice you make shape the story and the world around you. Well, I guess I don't have it. Tough shit. So you see, the beauty of Cyberpunk was, this was my game during the pandemic. So I did a video about that, but I'm going to recap it. So super simple. I was working in a company that I liked, but I didn't really like. The company itself was such a beautiful company, but it was also such a trying company. There was a lot of things that was going out there that I wasn't really okay with. I almost spent Originum to do it. 4. Shit. 4. I need to upgrade one of my characters. Order. So, once again, we have to go the simple route. It was a pandemic. The world outside was a nightmare. The world outside, I didn't know what's going on. I had this, not necessarily this fear of the COVID, but the fear of what the world was going to become, you know? The only moment I would go out was to see my father, and I would see people lining up to get alcohol. And I was like, dude, there's a pandemic out there, and your only focus is alcohol. And again, it was a time where it was it was such a amazing time because you don't know what's going on outside, and you're staying inside, and the government tell you stay inside, stay inside, stay inside. And I always been more of a stay inside kind of guy. I've always been a indoor kind of guy. But the fact that I was told to stay inside was kind of weird because you can't help but being curious. Now, if the whole world around you is closed, what you're curious about is a made-up world. And that made-up world was Night City. Night City in itself. Now, there's another specification that I wanted to specify even before we start Cyberpunk, which I really is super important. The first game that I played during the pandemic was Last of Us 2. I didn't like. The second game that I played during the pandemic was Cyberpunk. Now, Cyberpunk, just to tell you how much I love this game, how much this game meant to me, okay? How much this game meant to me. I was waking up, trying to play the game, I would play it until I went to sleep. Okay? Now, there's another thing that happened that was very important during the Cyberpunk playthrough. We got Wi-Fi. I didn't have Wi-Fi before, but I didn't want to go out, so I had to get Wi-Fi, right? So, long story short, this game, and there's a beauty in Night City. There's really a beauty in Night City, which is the... this game is bittersweet for me. This game is so bittersweet for me. I'm glad it's my first playthrough, but it's a game that's so... Yeah, stuff. So, the reason why it's so bittersweet is going to come after, but I would watch... Thanks to this game, I discovered a lot of content creator. I discovered Kid Boga. I discovered Good Become Morning that I've watched a lot. I've watched Rocket Love. This is the time where I watch Friends on Netflix. I also watch Parks and Recs on Netflix. I watched so many shows thanks to this game because it was a game where, narratively speaking, there was a lot going on, but it was mostly about the open world and about the lack of narrative. And it was just exploring the city. It's not being told, yo, if you go there, there's something. It's like, okay, you're gonna explore, you find something, congrats if you don't find something, there was something to begin with, right? And the Cyberpunk is such important because, again, I was wanting to go outside, but I could go in Night City, which was safe. I was wanting to learn about the world, but I would learn about the gangs in Night City. I wanted to learn the lore of Cyberpunk, and I was being served the lore of Cyberpunk. Again, the fact that I was able to watch a shit ton of things on the TV, on the YouTube, was phenomenal. Cyberpunk was also, I needed that break. I didn't know that I needed that break for the pandemic, but I needed that break, right? And because we needed that break, it was a good thing that it happened. It was a good thing that we had it. But most of all, Cyberpunk was the story of a guy that I relate to a lot, which was V. V is... Oh my god, I can't believe I'm going to say this. I was in a time where it was cool to hate on Cyberpunk. Cyberpunk at the release was a mess. It was a fucking mess. I admit it. I agree with you guys. But it's been worked on. It's been really, really worked on. And now it's a great game. But I had a good time with Cyberpunk. I had a couple of crashes, but nothing so much. Nothing so bad. Right? There's even a playthrough on the channel that was gave up due to depression. I was depressed, and I wanted to get the feeling back of when I was playing Cyberpunk, which is why this game is so sad for me. I played three times. Now this is the third time. Every time I started playthrough, when I started playthrough, I'm in depression. I'm in a depression, and I'm like, what am I supposed to do here, right? But the first time, and the character of V is a character that I relate to a lot. Now the greatest thing about Cyberpunk was this was one of the last games I played before I started streaming. Right? Now why is that so important? Why is that so cool? The simple way. Cyberpunk was... Because again, being the last one that came before I started streaming, I was still looking for myself, you know? I was feeling like V, which is a character that is born in Night City, who constantly being stepped on just because of where he comes from. You know, I was being step on at work just because I had ADHD. Now, I was a shitty worker, yes, but I was a shitty worker as a form of defiance against people that were bullying me, right? And that's the story of V. The story of V is that. The story of V is, at the end, you have a couple, even in the beginning, you have a couple people that cares about you. You have Jackie Wells, you have Victor, that's about it, right? No, there's a character that along the way you'll learn to meet, which is Judy, which is the Wolf, which is the guy from Althanga. They got you back. They got you back. But apart from that, there's your very small amount of people that has V's back, right? And the beauty of Cyberpunk is the beauty of Cyberpunk is that you're being kind of assaulted by a terrorist, which is Jenny Silverhand, and there's a couple of is the narrative, the morality behind it. See, for a lot of people, V was just a guy trying to get himself, just a guy trying to make a name for himself. Now, Johnny Silverhand, what if the life of Johnny Silverhand was worth more than the life of V? What if V thought that Johnny Silverhand could do more with his life and would give up his life to become Johnny Silverhand? Or otherwise, what if V thought that Johnny Silverhand needed to be stopped, right? Or the last one, what if Johnny Silverhand will be a guide for V to pass to create his own path? And that's a path that I like. I like the cohabitation of the two. But it's also the fact that there's a possibility that V isn't. And that's the beauty of the character of V. And when I created the name of Ing Vendetta, I was watching the V for Vendetta, another V that was into it. Although I'm a gamer. And again, I just finished playing Cyberpunk, and I'm creating the character of Ing Vendetta, or V for Vendetta, or V for Cyberpunk. So there's definitely some V's in the creation of the channel. Now, the character of V, what I really enjoy about it, it doesn't have a lot of backstory. It doesn't have a lot of implication in the Night City. Now, narratively speaking, they don't give a lot of backstory to V because they want to push the fact that V is this new guy, this possible influence or possible non-influence on Night City. They want to say, hey, you're just a pawn in a chess game, right? If you make it all the way there, you'll be a queen, right? Now we have to do a little bit here, right? It's not gonna be long. Won't be long. We're playing Arknight, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna part 2, I guess, because your boy, instead of doing the right thing, did the wrong thing. So we're still Cyberpunk. We're still talking about Cyberpunk. Apologize for the lack of part. We pressed while bringing the phone closer to us, we pressed the wrong button, right? Which is a dang shame. Mission. Got some cash that I need to do to get a Texas. Okay, so before we start, I want to do this. Sorry, guys. So yeah, so V is such an amazing character because just like him, I felt like my importance in the world was very, very minimal, you know? And ultimately speaking, in a fucked up way, when I'm Vendetta, I act in a different fashion, right? This is my first time using this, any tags. So we'll see what it does. 2. 12 health. Okay. Not a big deal, but not a nice thing, but not a big deal. So yeah, for Cyberpunk, V was somebody that I relate to a lot, but in Vendetta I relate to Johnny Silverhand a lot. Vendetta was the character that I created, wanted to change things, that wanted to change his own life. And even though with the years I learned to chill, even though with the years I learned to say, you know what, it's not a big deal. Let's move on. It's not a big deal. We need cash, but we have everything else. Die or die. Do or die. Attack increase to enemy. The target is standard bond. Attack is further increase. Whoa. That is so cool. Burden Cinder of Ashes. Yeah. We'll be doing that for sure. For sure. So hope you guys like the Arknight. We'll be moving on to Tokyo Ghoul very, very soon. Okay. So now we have to switch to